the entire month of October is about Halloween, and therefore every Friday this October I'm going to upload one video that is Halloween themed. For this video I'm going to be showing you 2 ways of making a super cool bat mug cozy with light up eyes. This version has a little bit of electronics in it. You have to buy some wires and some LEDs and then put them together, and I'm going to show you and step by step, and it's really easy, I promise, because I've never done anything like this before, and when they showed me the steps it really wasn't as hard as I thought it was, and I hope you will give me the chance to show you how easy it really is to do this. And it costs about $2 maybe to get the supplies. The other version is a little bit simpler. It consists of taking a tealight, an electric tealight, not a real tealight, like this one, and you're going to remove this part and then use this to give him eyes, and it is going to look like this. So depending on which one you want to do, you can just click the buttons over here. Let's do this! I'm using a cup that is roughly 10 inches. If you have one that is bigger or smaller, please make the wings bigger or smaller. To make the wings, you're going to start with a chain of 5. Now you're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way down the chain. When you get to the end, you can crochet the tail thread into your work by pulling it through the loop on the chain, by pulling it through the loop. Now chain 1 and turn. You can now crochet the tail thread into the work. In this pattern there's going to be 2 different rows. One is going to be an increase row, where you make 1 single crochet all the way down to the spiky part of the wings. In the last stitch you're going to do 2 single crochet, chain 1 and turn. And then you're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way up. You have now increased by 1. To make a row with a decrease, do 1 single crochet all the way down to the spiky part and turn. Do not chain 1. Now in the first 2 stitches you're going to do 2 single crochet together. And then work 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way up. When working, make sure one side is straight and the other side is spiky. So you're going to increase from the 5 we started with to 7, then decrease to 5, then increase to 8, and so forth. And the pattern is also written here, and you can see my rows. The straight part of the wing is not going to be completely straight, but we're going to fix that in a minute. In the middle there is a row of 5, and I haven't written how many is going to be there. This is where you can increase or decrease the pattern. Mine is roughly 14 inches, which is of course more than our cup was, but that's very important that it's more. If you want to do the pattern with the electronics, grab a wire and put it on top of the straight part of the wings. Now do single crochet all the way down the wing on top of the wire. It should be so that one part of the wire is in the middle of the wings and the other is at the tip of the wings. And you need 2 wires to come into the middle. To make the body, chain 2. Then make 5 single crochet in the first stitch on the chain. Then slip stitch to join. Now chain 1 and continue by working 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around and slip stitch to join. To make the next, you're going to also chain 1 and then do 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 2 single crochet in the next. And you're going to continue this all the way around. And for the last round with increases, we're going to do 1 single crochet in 2 stitches and then 2 single crochet in the next. Now do 2 single crochet rounds. Then you're going to chain 1 and turn. Then you're going to make 1 single crochet all the way to the end until you have 6 stitches left on the round. Then chain 1 and turn and work your way back. You're going to do this until you have 6 rounds or rows where you've done this. It's going to look a little bit like this. Now to close the hole, you're going to chain 3 and you're going to set that down into the next stitch with a slip stitch. Now chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. It's going to look like this. Now we're going to decrease, and we are doing that by doing 1 single crochet and then decreasing 1. And then 1 single crochet and decreasing 1 until you have 6 stitches on the round where you're going to do 2 single crochet together all the way around. Now grab your tapestry needle and sew in the ends. You can also close the hole that you've made with the last round with the needle. So it's going to look like this. You're going to put the body on like this. We would like this to close as sort of a lid around the electronics or the electric tea lights. And therefore we're only going to sew in one side. And we can close the other side later when we're done with the eyes. Now to make the ears, also chain 2 and do 5 single crochet in the first stitch. Then slip stitch to join. Now chain 1 and do 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Now do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around until you have 2 stitches left. And you're going to single crochet those 2 together. Leave a long tail and use your tapestry needle to attach the ear to the body. I like to use the decreased part as the part that I sew into the body. So he's going to look like this, and now he just needs some eyes. If you want to do the part with the tea lights, you have to buy, of course, some electric tea lights like these ones, and you just peel out the paper thingy, and then they can turn on and off. Now grab your bat and make sure that the light fits inside its body and that the stitches are big enough for the flame part of the light to fit through. Now to make 2 eyes, I am making a piece of cardboard. This is incidentally the same cardboard the tea lights came in. And then I am cutting 2 holes, and of course be aware not to cut yourself. Now just testing that it gives me 2 lights. It should not be more transparent than, well, it should not be transparent at all. Here I'm using the flame part, and I didn't think that looked very great, so instead I am using my glue gun to make 2 dots, which can disperse the light. So they also fit through the stitches in my crochet anyway. And then this is what it looks like with the tea light inside it. To make the part with the LEDs, you're going to need a battery holder and a battery. On one side of this battery holder it says plus, and as you can see on the other side it says minus. Now there are pins down here, and the ones on the side that says plus is to plus, and the ones on the side that says minus is for minus. You can view it as the plus pushes electricity and the minus pulls. And there'll be no electricity in something that only has plus or minus. It needs something that pushes it and something that pulls it. On the battery it also says plus on one side and the other side is blank. I am using a CR2032 battery. I don't know with the place where you live, but where I am, all the supermarkets have these. That's why I chose them. Okay, so to begin, you just put your battery into the battery holder, and then I have these wires, and these are female, meaning that there is a hole in the end. And a male would look something like this, where there's a sticky out bit instead. I think that makes intuitive sense. Okay, so I'm going to assign one to plus and one to minus. I'm going to put my white wire to minus and my black wire to plus. My white wire is now attached to minus and my black is attached to plus. We're gonna attach them a little bit better later, so it's not a problem that they're not very nicely attached. So now in the end I have two wires and I want to put an LED to it. Now the part that has the big part inside the LED, that is minus, and the part that is a small bit inside of it, that is plus. So we're just gonna put the wires to plus and to minus. And it's really simple. You just jam the LED into the wires. So that was one LED, and I'm just pinning it down so that I don't lose the battery holder. To put another LED with this, we just jam another wire into the existing wire that the LED is attached to. I'm just testing again that I didn't screw anything up. And now we can put another LED on the top here where we have two female wires. Now I would like to have some sort of switch so that I can make the power come on and the power go off. Therefore I am attaching this piece in the middle. It's just a wire that has two male endings. Now I have my wires set up so that I have minus on one side and plus on the other side. And in the middle I have this that I can close the circuit and unclose the circuit. To put this into the bat, I'm just gonna do the same thing. Now the part before that I could, with a switch on it, that's the part that is inside the bat's wings. I'm just assembling the rest of the circuit in the exact same way, but I already have some of the wires and they're inside the wings. Now along the way I'm just testing and testing and testing that it's still working. Here I'm attaching the wires to the battery so that it'll stick there. Try not to get any glue inside the wire, just keep it on the outside. So you don't hinder the conductivity. Now to make the closure I have some snap buttons, and I'm just freeing some of the plastic from this wire so that I can attach my wire to my button. Now I'm just testing that it's actually conductive, and it is. I could solder this on, but if you only have hot glue, you can also actually just hot glue it on. Now I am sewing onto it. So now I have a switch in the back and I have eyes that light up. So now you see if I close it, it comes on. Thank you for watching. If you want to get a notification every time I upload something new, you can subscribe to this channel. And I really hope I'll see you next time.